Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Don Callis, a color commentator for NWS Revolution Impact at a Revolution pay-per-view. Today, I, Don Callis, am going to give you my NWS Revolution Impact review, where I go over the list of what happened on tonight's show. And I thought tonight was a very, very good show indeed. I pretty much liked everything I saw on the show, and I Don Callis enjoyed what I saw. Okay. Okay, here's what happened. The commentators for the show were Josh Matthews, me, Don Callis, and Matt Second. MWS commentators Josh Matthews and me, Don Callis. We welcome the fans to the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada, and one down the match card. Matthews says, Matthews says we will feature Dallas Coleman versus Cody Mercer in a no holds barred match, and we will also see Jesse James versus Jason Boyd. Then we will see Anubis and Manakuma versus Michael Scars Minor and Mike the Axe Murderer. We will also see How versus Castillo for the MWS Gladiator Championship. I, Don Callis, get a mic and say we will then see the returning Ian Cleveland versus Psycho Mercer in the last match. Standing match. Um, then we will see Wrestling Jesus versus JBL for the MWS Universal Championship. Matthews gets back on the mic and says we will also see footage of Scooter St. Williams, the Weaponite, Cody Bennett, Jack Harvey, Mike Webb from prison. Matthews says, and Demon the Demon as well. Matthews says he hopes they get bailed out and that tonight should be a great night as me and him go to commentary with Matt Strike and plug the first match. And the first match was a no holds barred match. Dallas Coleman defeated Cody Mercer. This was the opening match as Mercer and Dallas went back and forth as Dallas waylaid into Mercer and gave him a body splash and an injury as Mercer hit Dallas with a spine buster and locks him in the coquina clutch, but Dallas refuses to tap out and Mercer busts Dallas open with a steel chain as he pounds away on him until Dallas bites back and beats down on Mercer. Then busts him open with a metal pipe and then beats the hell out of him as he gives him elbow strikes and a total that a back body drop as Mercer hits Dallas with another spine buster and then powerbombed him through a table as he went to pin him, but Dallas kicked out. And then Dallas hit Cody Mercer with a candlestick and the same cane as he whacks him non-stop. Then Mercer low blows Dallas and gives him a sidewalk slam as they trade blows as they bleed all over the place. Mercer then gets a baseball bat and whacks Dallas in the head and face. Mercer gets really vicious and suplexes Dallas into a stack of steel chairs. And Mercer delivers a 450 splash and Mercer plants the Canadian Destroyer as Mercer goes to pin him. Dallas grabs the rope with his hand as he sets up a stack of glass tables and dumps nails and thumbtacks on the front and body slams Mercer onto the thumbtacks and nails. Mercer wipes in pain and then there's Dallas to beat on him some more, as he does. And then Mercer fights back and big boots Dallas as Mercer gives another 450 splash and is about to plant another Canadian Destroyer, but Dallas blocks and locks Mercer in the colossal clutch. A bleeding Mercer refuses to submit and reaches the ropes. Then Mercer delivers another Canadian Destroyer, but Dallas reverses into the Sister Abigail for the 1-2-3 winner. Dallas Coleman via pinfall with Sister Abigail. This match lasted 60 minutes. I gotta say, this is a brutal match, and both Dallas and Cody Mercer put on one hell of a match, and it was indeed very enjoyable. And then after the match, and the Punk shows up on a Titan trying to tell Dallas that his days of reckoning will be happening sooner than he thinks. That bragging rights in a 60-man Iron Man match, our paths will finally cross again. But until then, we must cease and desist, not have any physical contact. And the Punk then cut a very quick promo and then Evil left us screen faded black. And the Punk been playing mind games of Dallas. And the Punk is really good at playing mind games, and I gotta say, I mean, wow. You never know what and a Punk will do here in the NWS Revolution. All right, and then me, Callis, And strikers say, and the Punk is continues to play mind games with Dallas as he does. Okay. And then Sons of Chaos in prison. A video of the Sons of Chaos, yes, Scooter St. Williams, Sir Robert Knight, Cody Brainerd, Jack Harvey, Michael Apple, and Devin Demon on prison, where it shows where Scooter St. Williams, actually, they're showing the prison shows IRS agent Corey Braxton, formerly known as Mr. Cody Brainerd, the NWS breaking news reporter, wearing a custom-made three-piece suit and tie for top hat, visits the Sons of Chaos and says that he is now an IRS agent and has to audit them because they are late on paying their taxes. The Sons of Chaos say, "Why do we have to pay you our taxes?" Corey says it is because it is the right thing to do. Corey also says he represents and supports Mr. Snippy and his PG and G-rated family-friendly ways of cleaning up the NWS revolution. Corey says no more profanity, no more using the Lord's name in vain. What we should all do is shake hands and sing songs and pay our taxes and bills. The Sons of Chaos laughed at him and said, "Okay." Corey Braxton then said that he has to go to the arena and do some auditing because paying taxes is not a bad thing. Paying your taxes is a good thing. Then he tells the Sons of Chaos that he likes them, and that he will help the sons of and that he likes the Sons of Chaos and he will help them like them as he smiles and goes about his business. Very odd, very odd. Corey Braxton seems to be a very odd individual, as Matt and Callis say on comment that Mr. Corey Braxton is an odd fellow as they reply to the second match, and the second match was where the choice was straight up wrestling match, lumberjack match, casket match. The fans chose the casket match. Yes, tonight was indeed power to the people. Happy Thursday. Casket match. Jesse James Resurrect defeated Jason Voorhees with Paul Heyman. This was the second match as Jesse and Voorhees wrestle back and forth as Voorhees likes Jesse in the Ravens Harlem Crystal Lake of Fire, but Jesse does not tap up. Then Jesse battles back and beats the hell out of Jason Voorhees and gives him an injury as he slams his head on all four turnbuckles and Voorhees low blows him as he plants Jesse with the F-13, then puts him in a casket and is about to close it, but then Jesse fights back and slams Voorhees head on the casket, then hits Voorhees on the head with a steel chair, busts him open as Jesse then passes him around the ring and hits a death belly driver and then a DDT, then drops Jason Voorhees with the package pile driver, puts him in a casket and closes it, winning the match. Winner Jesse James Resurrect with package pile driver and closing the casket as this match lasted 5 minutes. Good 5 minute match. Jason Voorhees really didn't do very much. Jesse did most of the work, but anyway, it was good to see that. And then back at the prison, the Sons of Chaos are shown in prison again. The guard tells them that they have to bunk together. Jack says, "Fuck no." Cody says he will sleep on the floor. Rappaport says, "Fuck that shit." Cody then tells Scooter and Show Up Night that they have to share a bed. Scooter Knight agrees and say, "Okay." Jack says he has his own bed. Rappaport says he will sleep on his own personal Casper mattress. And Cody says he will sleep on the floor on an air mattress on the floor. And tells Scooter Knight no funny stuff on the bed or he will tip it over and RKO the both of them. Scooter Knight say, "Haha, I'm very funny." Scooter says Cody has a weird fantasy sometimes, and Knight says Cody has a strange sense of humor. Interesting segment. The Sons of Chaos just love to mess around, and I'm very interested. Yeah, the Sons of Chaos are definitely a unique stable. And also, there was footage of the Shinobi Mafia Warriors going out to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and going to strip clubs and then going to baseball games. So apparently, the Shinobi Mafia Warriors are doing the same thing the Sons of Chaos are doing. And then backstage, Cody Bernard, who was a little nervous and looking over his shoulder, interviews Michael Scars Minor and Mike Jackson and asks them their thoughts on facing Anubis and Monokuma. Minor says him and his brother will finally get their hands on those two phonies, Anubis and Monokuma, because all they ever do is bitch and complain and whine and moan. And tonight, he and his brother will show them why they would be the next NWS Tag Team Champions. Mike says he will send Anubis and Monokuma to hell. Very strong message from both Mike Brother and Michael Scars Minor. Very strong message indeed. And then me and Matt was to plug the third match to say the choices are table match, blindfold match, submission match. The fans vote tables match is Matt versus me and Striker plug in and explain how to win it. Tag team tornado match. Michael Scott Minor and Mike DX murdered with Ethan Zobel in the corner, defeated Anubis and Monokuma. This was the third match of Scott and Murder took down the Anubis and Monokuma and beat the holy hell out of them and gave them a double suplex and a double choke. And then Anubis and Monokuma claw Minor and Mike in the face and claw them somewhat until they bleed as Anubis gives Minor and Mike the Doomsday device as Monokuma plants the end of Heartache and on them, and then they dropped the double Doomsday devices. Both Minor and Mike set up a wooden table now about the double Doomsday device and forward, but then Billy Bob shows up on the walkway with his track and strums his guitar as the beast serenades Anubis and Monokuma. As Minor and Mike then take advantage and beat them down, Minor plants the Minor Bomb and scars them out on both Anubis and Harold. Then Mike drops them with the Murder Bomb as they then do the diving bulldog on Anubis and Monokuma, but then fight back and deliver a double superfly splash and a double choke them on our Bob. Doomsday then for a table, but Minor and Mike fight back and drop Anubis and Monokuma with a spike pile driver through the tables and win the match. Winners the Scars of Mud Associates via spike pile driver through tables. This match just 18 minutes and 14 seconds. After the match, Johnny Cow comes down and attacks Michael Minor and beats the hell out of him. Then Mike Murder attacks Johnny Cow and is about to murder bomb him, but Johnny Cow plants the cow slam on Mike and went to Minor as well for not wrestling him. Johnny Cow gets on the mic and says, Minor did not wrestle me tonight. How about you face me at bragging rights? Minor except for next week you have to pass the test to face my brother, Mike the X Murder. Johnny Cow accepts. Very interesting challenge. So by the way, the team of Michael Scott Minor, the co-general manager Mike the X Murder. The new tag team stable name is the Scars of Murder Associates. That's right, the Scars of Murder Associates. So apparently Johnny Cow is going to wrestle Mike the X Murder next week on Revolution Impact, and then at Revolution Brag Rights will be Johnny Cow versus Michael Scott Minor. That should be a very interesting match. And then me, Matthews, and Striker say, holy moly, Johnny Cow. Well, can Johnny Cow pass the test of Mike the X Murder next week as they begin with that something is going on in the prison? And at Sons of Chaos in prison, hostile takeover. The Sons of Chaos are shown in prison talking and having fun when the five big prisoners get into a bar and insult them and get into a huge bar and it gets out of control. The Sons of Chaos and beat the hell out of the jerk prisoners. The Scooter Knight slap them around and wash their mouths out with soap and Tabasco sauce. Then the Sons of Chaos 5-man powerbomb the 5 prisoners for a metal table. The other prisoners cheer them on and thank them. Team Wapper Night they Scooter say one of them still Wapper Night then sing Cuban Pete as Scooter Knight get the rest of the Sons of Chaos and prisoners and guards to sing as well. The Sons of Chaos rule the prison. In my opinion, that was a very funny scene. I liked that. That was very funny. And we got one viewer watching. I wonder if that is Mr. Snippy that's watching. But anyway, yeah, and then but yeah, that was very funny. So the Sons of Chaos have taken over the prison. Apparently they've been bailed out. I think they're bailed out now. I'm not sure. And then Constable Jason Boone and Ethan Zobel are shown in the office with co-general manager Michael Minor, and they all say, Wildy, Constable Jason Boone, Wildy says he has accepted, and Constable Jason Boone says he has accepted Cyclops challenge to face for his Intercontinental Championship at Bragging Rights. And then me, Nappers, and Strikers say the Sons of Chaos have taken over the prison, and Constable Jason Boone has accepted Cyclops challenge for the Intercontinental Championship match at NWS Bragging Rights as we clock the 4th match. And the fans' choices were street fight, ladder match, knockout match, and they vote for a ladder match. NWS Gladiator, the championship ladder match, How Hung with Professor Pilgrim Strange in his corner, defeated Castillo with Michael Cole in his corner. This was the 5th match as How Hung Castillo was a good ladder match as Castillo took down How Hung and wasted away on him as he gave him a leaping frog, then a sidewalk summon, a hurricane run, and missile dropkick, and How Hung then fought back and punched Castillo and gave him a far-away summon, running knee, then a leg dive, then Castillo threw How Hung into the land and gave him a backbreaker, neck breaker, and then Castillo planted the angel pedigree as he went to climb the ladder and almost grabbed the NWS Gladiator Championship, but How Hung low-blowed him off and delivers the burning hammer off the top of the ladder and into a pile of ladders as How Hung successfully climbs the ladder and grabs his NWS Gladiator Championship and retains. When and still NWS Gladiator Champion, How Hung via climbed the ladder, grabbing NWS Gladiator Championship matches. This match is 15 minutes. I gotta say, this is a really good match between Hellhound and Castillo. Really good match. I mean, fans are really into it. The question is who's gonna be the one to beat Hellhound for the NWS Gladiator Championship? Will Silver Weapon Knight ever get his rematch? And then it's the NWS Universal Championship match, Extreme Rules match. Wrestling Jesus with the Fabulous Ray defeated JBL with Ethan Zobel in this corner. This was the fifth match as JBL attacked WJ from behind and hit him in the back of a steel chair. He drops him the last flying clothesline from him, then goes to pin him, but WJ kicks out and gets up and punches the steel chair into JBL's face, busting him open and beating him from pillar to post. WJ then locks JBL in an armbar and gives him a loop pass, and then a bypass and a full Nelson slam as WJ hits JBL for stop sign and trash can. Then a trash can and a pitcher and a hammer, then the kitchen sink as he breaks the toilet seat over his and then goes to pin him, but JBL kicks out and hits WJ with the steel chair and nightstick in the pan and breaks the plate on WJ's head as he goes to pin him, but WJ gets a shoulder up and then JBL is about to deliver the clothesline from hell again, but WJ blocks and drops JBL with a pump handle slam, then drops another pump handle slam through a table and gets the pinfall to retain the NWS Universal Championship winner and still NWS Universal Champion Wrestling Jesus via pinfall with pump handle slam through a table. This match lasted 10 minutes. That's a 10 minutes. And then after the match, the Fabulous Bailey sprays Bailey dust out over JBL. And then the NWS Avengers come out and attack JBL and dump sex toys and sex dolls all over him as they pat him with the up and down baby, oh yeah, onto the steel steps, sending a message to the Shinobi Mafia Wars. So apparently the beef between the Shinobi Mafia Wars and the NWS Avengers is not over and it's still going to continue. Very interesting. And then backstage, Mr. Snippy is taking notes saying he has fined the NWSRevolution $80 billion for disobeying a direct order. Mr. Corey Braxton Esquire shows up and says he supports Mr. Snippy and censorship and family-friendly product, and he will go to the ring and explain his actions after the brutal, horrendous upcoming match that is about to happen. And then more of the Sons of Chaos winning the prison is shown where they are giving out free ice cream, t-shirts, go to St. William Silver Up, and I'd say they are taking everyone out to lunch tomorrow at the R15 Bistro and dessert, and for pizza dinner there at Pizza Hut. Interesting. So interesting. That's very nice of go to St. William Silver Up, and I do that. And backstage, Cardi Bernard interviews his best buddy Dan Lambert and asks him how he does he feel knowing that the Sons of Chaos are in prison. Lambert says he feels great that those bastards are in prison, so he will not have to deal with them bullying him around, and he was looking forward to facing Jack Harvey, but he is in prison. Cardi Bernard says he thinks Dan Lambert should go up there and declare himself the winner. Lambert says that that's just what he is going to do. And thanks King Bernard or Cardi Bernard. King Bernard says you're welcome and tells Lambert to bash Jack Harvey nonstop. Stop. Lambert says he sure. So Dan Lambert comes out to the ring, gets on the scaffolding, and is bashing Jack Harvey, calling him a coward, saying that Jack Harvey doesn't have the powers to face him, and he's pretty much saying that Jack is scared to face him, and if Jack were here, he would beat him with an inch of his life. And then Dan Lambert did indeed declare himself the winner, claiming that because Jack Harvey did not show up, but technically there was no winner in that match. So apparently Jack Harvey versus Dan Lambert in a scaffolding match is going to happen next week, along with Ian Clean versus Dan Lambert in the King of Insanity. So Dan Lambert's days might be numbered next week. And then Mr. Corey Braxton Esquire comes out to the ring and tells the fans that he used to be known as Mr. Cody Brainerd, the breaking news reporter from International Wrestling Shooters, NWSRevolution. But now his new name his real name is Mr. Corey Braxton, and it's time to learn how to pay your taxes. And I will teach you how, says Corey. Mr. Corey Braxton goes on a long speech about why fans should pay their bills and taxes on time and learn how not to get audited. And tax day is not a bad day; it is a good day. Corey then says Mr. Snippy is a good role model for all you fans and children should look up to him. Profanity is an evil, sinful language that should never be spoken, heard from again. Corey Braxton then says strip clubs should be banned and scantily clad women are disgusting and should be arrested and saved by religion. Mr. Corey Braxton then says we should all shake hands and hold hands, and as we should all be very family friendly and saying PG and G-rated songs, which is the perfect way to solve problems with each other and put on a happy, smiling face and always pay your bills. And text them Mr. Coy Braxton and sing the I Feel Pretty song. Very weird fellow. We're very weird fellow, this Mr. Coy Braxton is. And then school to St. William so one night was showing in the prison singing I Feel Pretty along. Cody Brennan says, boys don't sing in here. People might get the wrong idea. Cody then says he really wants to shoot Mr. Coy Braxton with a shotgun. Scooter says why? Mr. Coy Braxton is too funny and entertaining. So Robin Knight says Coy Braxton has a beautiful singing voice. Cody tells Scooter Knight, with all due respect, that he has his reasons. And then Matthews and Stacker clocked the co-main event. Co-main event, last man standing match. Ian Cleanham defeated Psycho Mercer with Paul Heyman and Psycho Mercer's corner. This was the co-main event, and as Ian and Psycho Mercer beat the hell out of each other, Ian just mercifully destroying Psycho Mercer and immediately busting him open for hard steel chair shot to the head. As Ian is pounding away on him, Psycho Mercer comes back and beats on Ian and hits him with a steel chain, busting him open as he plants Psycho Bomb. As the web counts to 9, and Ian gets up and Psycho Mercer goes out Psycho and hits him with the steel steps. But Ian gets up at 3 and then Psycho Bombs. Then he Psycho Mercer Psycho Bombs Ian through a table as the web counts, but Ian gets up at 8 and headbutts Psycho Mercer and then clubs him with a baseball bat and beats on him with a belt non-stop is where the burn marks were. Ian then drops Psycho Mercer with the 1 week angel, then another one week angel for 6 glass tables. As the web counts to 10, Ian wins the match. Winner Ian Cleaning with last man standing match for a table with 1 week angel. This match lasted 17 minutes 45 seconds. That's 17 minutes and 45 seconds. And I gotta say, Psycho Mercer has been on a losing streak ever since he's returned. Psycho Mercer's record is now like I believe it's 0-4 or 0-5. So Psycho Mercer really needs to do some training if he wants to if he wants his losing streak to come to an end. And then me, Striker, and Naples plugged the main event. Say the fans choice a straight up busting match. Bunkhouse Squad, TOC, and the fans choose TOC, tables, ladders, and chairs. Main event. NWSRevolution champion, tables, ladders, and chairs. General Jerry defeated the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. This was the main event as Jerry and Styles have a great back and forth TOC match. Jerry taking down Styles and giving him a face break and face buster. Then a flapjack and Styles fights back and plants Jerry for payday kick in phenomenal form as Styles goes to climb the ladder. But Jerry pulls him off and tosses him into a stack of tables, ladders, and chairs. As me, Striker Naples, a communist main event with 2 wrestling passion and emotion. Styles and Lobos, Jerry delivers the Styles class and 1 for a table then Styles beats on Jerry for steel chair non-stop as he goes to climb the ladder, but somehow in some way Jerry gets up and knocks the ladder down. Then Styles' face, busting him over. Then drops Styles to the Jerry Bomb and another Jerry Bomb through tables. That was ladder and chairs. Jerry then climbs the ladder and grabs his World Heavyweight Championship and which retains the NWS World Heavyweight Championship. Winner and still NWS World Heavyweight Champion General Jerry via climbing ladder successfully grabbing championship as this match lasted 20 minutes and 76 seconds. After the match, General Jerry and AJ Styles shake hands as a sign of it, but gotta say, good match, really good main event. Me, Matthews, and Striker really enjoyed calling this main event. From what I heard, Mississippi was supposed to make a champion, but apparently he's not allowed. And then after that, the Sons of Chaos get revenge and prison as well. Cody Bernard, King Bernard, has an in-ring interview with the Shinobi Mafia Warriors come on and brag about how they are doing way better than the Sons of Chaos and they are the real deal and they're better than the best. And they brag on and they talk about how they had breakfast, lunch, and dinner and they talk about whether we're going to breakfast, lunch, and dinner tomorrow. And as they brag on and the Sons of Chaos and come out with the prisoners and they beat the hell out of the Shinobi Mafia Warriors non-stop with weapons, and the Sons of Chaos plant their finishes on the Shinobi Mafia Warriors, laying them out. Cody Bernard is hiding behind the announce table as Josh Mathis and Matt Striker then grab him by the arms and toss him into the ring with the Sons of Chaos. Cody Bernard is berating them and mocking them. Scooter and Silver Knight slap Cody Bernard, and Cody Bernard punches Cody Bernard in the face. Devin the Demon chokes them into some power drops. Cody Bernard, Michael Rappaport beats up Cody Bernard and drops Cody Bernard for the skull crushing penalty. Castillo lays Cody Bernard out the Angel pedigree. Cody RKO's Cody Bernard. Scooter then drops Cody Bernard the Scooter Bottom People's album Blue Thunderbomb. Bob Knight plants the shades of Night and Cody Bernard. Scooter and Knight deliver the demolition decapitation to Cody Bernard. Jerry lays out Cody Bernard with the Jerry bomb. Last but not least, Jack grabs him by the tie and hits him with the glorious deeds and dirty deeds. Then the Sons of Chaos powerbomb Cody Bernard full table and ends with Jack Harvey choking out Cody Bernard with his tie. And then Josh Matthews says in comedy, finally, King Cody Bernard has gotten his ass kicked, but a way to end the show. Thank you, Sons of Chaos. Striker says, long overdue. Matthews says, we are out of time. Good night, everybody. As I, Don, can say, see you next week. And Striker thanks the fans for coming. Mr. Coy Braxton is then shown watching on the monitor saying that this will cost them extra money. And it looks like I have to audit the Sons of Chaos because they are late paying the taxes. The show goes up here. I would rate this show a 10 out of 10. I thought it was a great show. It was it was it was fun to see Cody Bernard get his ass kicked. And rightfully so. In my opinion, he deserved it. I mean, even though that me and Cody are not a good friends, and then Josh Matthews and Matt Stryker were definitely cheering the Sons of Chaos on. Yeah, my opinion, Cody Bernard should know not to open his. In my opinion, Cody Bernard should know not to open up his mouth and just not and think before he speaks. But anyway, it is what it is what it is. And like I said, I give this Revolution Impact Power to put to the people episode where the fans chose the stipulations to the match. I rate the Power to the People episode a 10 out of 10, the perfect 10. Scott Casey, they would say 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, and 8 up a plus. And next week, Matt Stryker will be back here to do the Revolution Breakdown. He will end the Revolution Impact Reveal. Anyway, originally, apparently there was rumors going on that Mr. Snippy was supposed to make an appearance, but apparently, I guess Mr. Snippy is busy. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is our Don Callis. What to say? Don Callis out.